Hey everybody, welcome to what will be my 12th episode in our Darker Purpose. I bet you can guess something just off bat right now because you're seeing the loading screen. Or the startup screen, I guess, the starting menu. And not a image of me at Goneril. So I found out that yes indeed, Chapter 2 bosses can appear now. So I fought the Obsolete Operator on floor 1. It was a nice little diversion from what I've had before. I've noticed the ability of enemies in this game to have so many ads on the screen that it's an insane dodge fest. The Obsolete Operator is great practice for the Woundwort Fortress, especially when he summons the Trash Can Brooms. Anyway, so I got that. I didn't go very far. I just went past that and went past another 2 levels to get to Woundwort Fortress, and then I restarted because I was just checking the other ones. The other ones were normal bosses, Sudsy and the Cauldron of Yesterdays. But anyway, floor 1 had something new. You know what that means. Here we go. Welcome to floor 1. Again. Now you'll get to see something. Well, I always wonder why it makes her shoot when you push enter. They'll probably fix that later. Anyway, they upped Cordy's move speed to 175. Now, notice that I think my range is up to 65, and I start with a 5% crit chance instead of a 0. Notice my light radius is 90. I'm not too sure, but I think when I got past the fortress into Chapter 2 dungeons, my light radius actually drops to 80. I'm not actually sure about this, but we'll find out. The numbers are a lot more defined now. More bold, as everything else is as well. They reduce the amount things cost in the vending machines, it seems. Mainly the special items. The juice boxes are okay, and the chalk, I think, actually went up. I'm just gonna... All I know is once they fix Footstool, I'll be fine. Not that they might not have to fix them, who knows. That's just my... I even asked them, I was like, oh, that's great. I'm so glad we got an update. Can you fix the footstools? Because I'd really like that. If I cut this video short, it's because right now we are in the process of waiting to leave to go get our cat. The red badge of courage and hardiness will give me 50 life, but I don't want that. I'm going to actually take where the chalk cloud ends in order to find more lore. Because the more lore I have, the more achievements I can try, and the more things I know what I'm trying to do. Anyway, we found Frothy. Wild Frothy attacks us. Okay. I'm wondering if they're going to do something else, which might be a good idea. Which is, as you level, maybe increase, okay, I'm not saying increase your life. I'm not saying increase your move speed. Although, did it? No, that's from the Chalk Cloud's end. But maybe, if they increase your damage by 1 for every level you are. So instead of 80 to 84, it'd say 81 to 85. I know that you can get damage upgrades, but unlike Isaac, you can't get just pure damage upgrades, and there's no way you get enough damage, or you can get nearly as much damage as you do in Isaac. Unless you do like what I did in the last run, which was spam juice boxes of darkness. that was fun. Speaking of juice boxes, there's that one in the lower, or in the other room. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it because I don't think I'm going to use anything. Boom! Oh, and Frothy fell on me, but that was a perfect run, and they say that I got an A. Like I said, report card bonus for getting an A is 2 extra credits. A B and a C are 1 extra credit, I believe. They give us extra? Not as many as you might think they need. We're going to go to Jen's Kitchen of Rampage, since it's sensitive, and I'm trying to be quick about it. Sensitive Kitchen is Fun Kitchen. I've gotten a lot better at angling my shots. You might have noticed, I think they, remember how they scale damage with what floor you're on? I think they scale experience too. Every enemy on floor 1 only gave me 50. No matter what type of enemy it was. They're giving me 52. I'll see when I beat this Bubble Boy if he gives me 50. Nope, 52. It seems that the experience is now scaling with not the enemy, but with the floor. That might help to level up as well. Let's check them. Actually, let's see. The trash can Broogs are like, we laugh at your assumption. How dare you think you can bog us down with numbers and formulas? Photo album. The photo album and Yorick Skull at the same time sound like it'd be fun, but you'd be leveling up so quick. I wonder if the photo album affects boss experience. I mean, there's nothing that says it shouldn't. But you know. I've already leveled up from this room. Every single trash can giving me 100. It looks like they might have reduced the trash can's rate of fire, actually. I think that might have been in line with how Woundwort Fortress has kind of a lower rate of fire now. At least to me, it seems like. I'm going to get the Gangs of New Edgewood. More damage on a sensitive room is fun. Attack speed's okay, but I'd get attack speed if I had something like Terrence's Fish. Because with Terrence's pet fish, the faster you attack, the more bubbles. And the more bubbles, the more pain to the enemies. I think bubbles do 20% of your attack damage. That's just an estimate from me. Alright. These Jack Throwing Broogs are about 200 hit points. When I did 200... Well, they're about 205 then. I did 209 to this one, it died. 204 to that one, it didn't. Or 203. Alright, ice cubes. I've wondered what these things were, and now that I've fought the Frozen Few, I know. They are ice cubes. A turtle for resist. Alright. With 10% resist, now I'm trying to wonder if I should buy Garbavin's Fear in order to get 9% dodge. I know it's only 9%, but it's 9%. Oh, also, I'm not going to get a level from this boss. I'll get the Disquieting Drought. It's a sensitive boss. It'll be dealing a lot more damage. And if it's any of the bosses that I'm thinking... Okay, it wasn't, but it's still a boss that I'd probably want to make sure I at least have some healing more than none. That douche. Sudsy has become the Frothy of the cafeteria. He's almost always there. And he's now got a pattern enough that dodging him hasn't become much of a chore, just dodging that is. Once again, bouncing things are my enemy. I'd be horrible at pool. Damn you, Donald Duck, you taught me nothing! You and your math magic land. Okay, maybe it's a percentage then, because the C gave me 3. Huh. Either way, up to the next floor. We have a gluttonous and a sensitive. I wonder which one I'll go to. It does seem that enemies or boss experience does double. I know that I really should be more careful about going to sensitive floors. I know. But they're so much fun. I think it has to do with the amount of damage that you deal just sends you on a power trip. I mean, look at that. Something satisfying about just taking them out in a few shots. Come get me, fire. Dang it, I got caught on the edge of the furnace. They did fix some of the blocking so that you don't get caught on most furniture things, but oh my god, the mild philosopher. This might suck because he'll pull me, and their chairs might get me with the shockwave because he pulls me. There's so many shockwaves in this room. But he's cleared everything out for me. Now look, I know it would have been something different if I would have bought it. But there's Garbage for free. The Hounds of Eraservilles are as I lie dying, I get stronger. I'm going to actually take the Hounds of Eraservilles. I'm really trying to up my usage of chalk. And for that, I need to have a lot of chalk to use. Well, I should use the juice box. I guess I got under 50%. Time to use the juice box. Speaking of another juice box, and there's a disquieting drought. I already thought I got that. Didn't I? I did. Okay, so let's check something. Item stack. Alright. Interesting. I think it's because the pool of items from the vending machines, there's almost always a draught or concoction or something like that. Sorry about that, there was a slight delay at one point in time. I'm pretty sure that something's saying, by the way, would you like to update something? And I'm like, no, go away, HP. I'm busy. Come back later. I guess the pool of items in the, like I was saying, the pool of items in the shops probably draw from an area that maybe if I would have bought the garden bins, I would have still gotten it. I've been seeing these guys a lot more frequently now, actually. I mean, they used to be only on floor 4 or higher. Now they're as early as floor 2 sometimes. I'm gonna feel silly if I don't fight anybody new here. Come on, Frozen Few? Give me Frozen Few. You know you want to. Ah! Fail. Where am I? There I am. Okay, now to show you my one thing I told you about last time. Hold on. Where am I? There I am. Alright. Here I am at the bottom. Look at those fireballs. You can see them coming from miles away. And as long as I remember kind of the layout of the spikes, even then I'm not worried. I just have to remember that his only... So he hit me twice. Good for him. That his pattern is just to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And once you remember that, that's all that she wrote. Got you. Between him and the flaming Capulets, I would actually much rather fight the flaming Capulets. Hey, look, it was a memory guy. So I know you can't hit the clothes to kill them. But damned if they don't block your shots when you're shooting. Who knows, maybe they'll change that next time too. Maybe you will actually be able to deal with the clothes on a mano basis. Just to stop them from coming in. Tabula Rasa, we aren't scared of you anymore. Without your ability to fire two of those things at the same time, you've been declawed. Cat turns. Damn it. Not to say you don't hit us still. We just don't fear you as much as we used to. Student treaty? Ah! Also, that dang thing. 3 potatoes yelling, huh? I think I saw that. There is actually a item, I saw it last time. Goggles that make it so that when you're confused, you take 50% less damage. I think it's funny that an item that maybe didn't... I kind of wonder if that item actually existed or if they made it just because of these guys. If they just realized how annoying confusion was in this game and decided, man, we really need to do something about this. There we go. Ah! I don't... I always wonder, that Hudson Duster guy usually drops that. I don't say usually because it is usually. Oh, Schooner. Every time I see terrain in my way, I can only think of you and pine for thee. I've been following this memory guy for a while. And I'm going to continue to do so, apparently, as he keeps going through doors and not the wall yet. Come on, Archivist. The Count of Monte Choco. Look, Chalk! Maybe my Hounds of Eraserville's thing is working. Someone did say one time that they think that maybe it might be different because the item drop... When you get an item drop, Okay, he went up. Good. I was about to say, there's nowhere to go in this room. But when you got an item extra drop thing, it seemed that their drop rate reverted to 0, not double. Maybe I won't beat the fortress this time. I'm being kind of stupid. What do we got here? Wait, is that chapter 3? No, it's the end of chapter 2. Okay. I was like, why is it in the chapter 3 then? No pain, no gain. Complete a sensitive floor while under the influence of severity. I can do that. I can force myself into that. If you're wondering, severity mode is where it goes ding ding, ding ding, ding ding, ding ding, ding ding, where basically one hit's going to just wreck your day. Huh? The way those hands are set up in this room is totally uncalled for. Oh! I wondered if I'd fight a kitty cat room today. I will say it's probably one of the least found rooms I've ever had. The dog seems to know what I need. And, it only seems to occur in dorms. I've never had it occur anywhere else. So the doggy gives me enough to buy 3 more juice boxes. Good puppy. He also indicated that I have no more rooms on this floor. Which actually, that's kind of different. Every time I've gone to the Woundwort Fortress floor, I've had at least another, like, 3 rooms extra on this floor. Usually down from that first area. Anyway, onto the fort. Up. First things first. Gotta take out runner boys. Oops. I'm hitting the fort. Next is the globe wolf. The globe launcher. Because it's the only thing that really can fire at you quickly. See? Okay. Next, these. The chalk clouds from them get annoying in multiples. Another... Yep. Big guy should be popping up anytime soon. Drink. Now you may be saying, wow, you sure get hit a lot. It's like, well, true. I think right now I'm a little less dodgy than I usually would be. But I've reduced their numbers. The best way to dodge things, reduce the number of things firing at you. That's a permanent dodge. I'm kind of noticing that the treaty, once it's done cooling down, one of those big guys shows up. It's a nice little timer. Alright, now, when these things blow up, they explode into 2 dust clouds. Those dust clouds stay there for a long time. A long, long time. They don't really follow you, they just kind of lull back and forth. Hey, guy. Oh, that one item, by the way, that I didn't get that allows you to actually stop time or slow time, as opposed to the treaty, which only slows enemies, is called Cinder's Time Boost. Or Time Key. Goneril's here. She only jumps down where you were. Like, she'll be right there where the smoke was. Can I at least kill the fort? Thanks. Also, she runs in a straight line. All the time. Until she turns into her whirling mallet form, she can only go straight. See? Her damage increases the more you hit her. Until she gets to her maximum size, which makes her do about 21 per hit. And she's down. You see, the fortress hits me. Goneril, not so much. Although I did get hit a couple times by her lightning. These are all wound warts. 2 big dorm, a cafeteria, and a well-stocked cafeteria. I'm gonna go to the well-stocked cafeteria. I'm probably going to die if I don't get a good room. Oh god, I almost rolled right into that flame. I don't think the fire's gonna reach. It's been going on for too long, it's gotta start again. Yep. I'll excuse you later. That was close. Did you see me almost roll into the duster? That was nice. That was like tempting fate right there. How many tokens do I have? 2? Okay. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh, by the way, the magnet guy pulls you a lot more if you're not in a roll. It works like 50% stronger. If you are not rolling when he does it, he will tug you back so far. So always make sure you have a roll ready when he stomps the ground. Circle strafing, I love you. Circle strafing, yes I do. As I said in the first video, although I'm going to reiterate it because a lot of my new videos are getting seen, but maybe not the first. So I'm going to show this to people right now. After I get this. Ready? Watch her. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright. I think you get what the point is. Takes to the count of 2, at least for me, for them to have a chair trap for me. Anyway, I just got a piece of chalk because of the poorly drawn juice box. You know what I'm going to do? Use it right now. Health. Should I have saved it? Sure, I should have. Maybe I could have used it against somebody, right? Reaching for the chalk trigger, most of the times I hit the wrong one. I usually hit my item trigger. So I used it then because I knew I was hitting the right button. The only time I've really ever used chalk, I can't use chalk defensively. I know people probably can, and that's the right way to do it. To use it as a shield against ranged attacks or whatnot. But I can't do that. Unfortunately, my chalk use is when I'm in a desperate situation and I'm just trying to kill as many things as I can. Oh goodness. Alright. You know, the room with the chairs wasn't nearly as hard as this room. Because at least with the chairs, they only drop in one area. Here? No. No, these things follow you. They will hound you. Up. New item. Must kill dusters. Must survive. Must get new stuff. Ah! Edgewood plans. Oh! It's a map! A map that only shows the boss room. How insane is that? Oh, I hate you so much, Juice Boxes of Darkness, for showing up right now. Oh well, I'll try and buy a bunch of juice boxes. As you can see, I didn't use Andrew the right way. I needed to have Andrew, and this would have been easier without the dusters. Because I'll admit that I was way focused on him because the dusters were a second priority. But here, you have to have him or a Schooner. And you have to have him. You'll find this in a lot of their rooms, by the way. Whenever you fight one of those guys who can crush things, sometimes in the corners, there will be tokens. There will be juice boxes. There will be all kinds and all manner of thing and marvelous. Screw you, I'm using you now. But anyway, there'll be all kinds of marvelous things, but you can't get to them. Not without the Schooner, or without them. And you need that to actually use their ability to break through things to have them come after you. Now we'll get another juice box. This one I'll save. Look at that. When we started this floor, we had 5 health. Look at us now. 46 and an extra juice box and a bunch of tokens that I forgot actually existed in this room because I am a goldfish. Yep, that's my excuse. I'm a goldfish. Anyway, let's check other rooms. I already know the boss is that way. In hindsight, the Edgewood plan's not the greatest item. I mean, ever since they made since the boss door looks incredibly different, you'll never ever, on mistake, maybe the first time, maybe the second time, you will mistakenly walk into a boss room. You know, on accident. But let's face it, after about a couple runs, the boss room, totally on purpose. The only time I can think that I would not want to clear out every room looking for the boss room are on floors with things like, I think for me, actually, the only floor I can think of where I wouldn't care whether I found the boss room quick or not is the terrace right now. So that I could fight Reagan and end this chapter and move on to chapter 3. But that is far, far away from me. I'm probably going to need to get a lot of counseling for it. Oh my goodness, the broken mirror! I hate the necessary lantern, but the broken mirror's here. Things that I love. You torment me so. I haven't decided which one I like better, the broken mirror or the Schooner. I guess it depends on my situation. In a perfect world, I'd have both. But it depends on my situation. The broken mirror is great for having a bunch of enemies to kill. It bounces off walls and off of things, so it's probably better if it had more terrain damage around, or more terrain in its way. I'm gonna drink 1 juice box to get the damage increase and a small bit of health back to 50. I know I probably should have just saved my coin because I've got enough juice boxes to get the broken one. But I'll deal with the student treaty for right now. I mean, it's not the worst. There's plenty of coin in here, I see. Right now, I'm just gotta focus on these furnaces and not becoming fricasseed. French fried taters. Or is that just baked taters? I can't tell. If you stuck a potato over an open flame, would it just be baked? I think that's the right way to say it. Anyway, well, we've cleared out this cafeteria. It was well stocked. I have seven coins. Whoop. Slight slow. Technically there's 12. There's still 5 in this room. I can't get them. I'm gonna buy another juice box. And now the boss. Frozen Few? Frozen Few. Aye. The Frozen Few got better at aiming last I fought it. Or should I say, better at random bullet bouncing BS. Its maze always seems to be the same one for me, too. This is different. Actually, this maze is backwards. By the way, failing its maze, if you fail its maze, please tell me how. And I'm not saying that to be a douche or anything. No, I seriously don't know how you fail that maze. I don't know how, like, is there a timer on the Frozen Few? It doesn't show one like the survive or destroy timers. What is it? You know? What do they mean fail? Go up the wrong corridor too many times? Maybe in an underlit area you might, you know? Or look, see, I went up the wrong corridor. Look at that. Now let's see if I can still get to the Frozen Few. Did that count as failing the maze? It's just not specific enough of what it means to fail the maze. Failing the maze, does it mean not getting to the Frozen Few in X number of seconds, or whatnot? Anyway, if you've failed, I'd like to hear about your story. So go ahead and put that in the comments if you would be so kind. So I've given up all semblance of dodging. It's basically a crapshoot. Either I dodge the Frozen Few or I don't. And there we go. D. Underlit and leaderless. You know, for Capulets, I'd actually prefer leaderless. In a way, it's kinda... they're kinda douchey. Ugh! Ugh! Okay, well, the administrator went up this way. I'm gonna see if he went up. He did. Maybe we can get a second memory room out of this run. That would be awesome. I've only ever gotten one, every run. I've gotten 6 floors and only 1 memory room. How insane. Really, though, he seems to be taking a long way to all those rooms lately. So for a second there, I mistook those clothes for wound warts. And I was like, oh my god, what are they doing here? And why weren't they here, like, 10 seconds earlier, you know? Because I thought they were just rushing me now. And it's like, you could have seen me at the start. That would be nice, huh? Enemies have a sight radius, therefore they don't charge you or do anything until you're within their sight radius. I think they'll probably... I haven't gone through. There are many people, many further than I am. Some people are in chapter 4. Some people have gotten to the last boss and complained about it on the wiki already. But those people, I haven't seen them there per se. I've just heard or read what they do, and I don't know. Maybe they do have enemies with sight radius. It sounds interesting. My God, is this the long way to your room? Oh, by the way, do remember that I have that book. I've had it since the first level up that I got. That causes memory rooms to have a chance to be there twice as much. And I don't know. This is the second one we found in 6 floors. That's all I'm saying. Their percentage chance must be terrible. The Case of the Creaking Tower. You know what? I'll be able to do that one. That's simple. That's simple. Heal a single damage. You might not think it's simple because of the way damage plays out, but here's how it's simple. If you get enough draughts, okay. If you get enough draughts and other things, why did that do that? I don't know why my map suddenly shot to a corner. What did I hit? Tilde? Tab. A? Caps lock? Shift? Control? Alt? Nope. I'm hitting all these buttons and I still don't know why my map shunted itself. I didn't hit anything different than I usually do. Anyway, boss room. Yeah. Going in. No! 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 Footstools! These things are far too friendly. They've gotten to know me far too well. Oh my God, is this really how I'm going to do it? Am I going to be so annoyed at the footstools that the day after... Nope, there it goes. They all came back and they hit me. I was about to say, the day that I argue about them is the day that it works, right? I mean, other things have worked that way. Why not the footstools? Complain about it enough and you'll get there, right? Alright. And footstools. So where's the head? There it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so maybe the footstool is probably one of the easiest Doran bosses. And I'll say that with the case and conviction of he's the easiest in the sense that he holds still and lets you blow the shit out of it. Okay? And they do get faster the lower his hit points go. Alright. But they start out pretty dang fast. And when they come back, that's it. Anyway, I was talking about the juice. That's right. I was talking about the quest to heal yourself for only 1 hit point. And why it was kind of simple. If you get enough draughts, you can heal yourself at enough odd numbers. In fact, you need at least 1 draught. Oh, well, I found the head at least. You need at least 1 draught, and then you'll heal yourself at enough odd numbers that you can get to 99 hit points. Or if you get a level up for the for like 5 extra hit points or 15 extra hit points, and then all of a sudden you're going, well, add that to the total, get a 9. It also will help if you maybe go into a sensitive area on a floor will also cause the damage to whack out a bit. Like if you're on floor 4, you start taking 8 damage. Or no, floor 1 with sensitive would be 8, floor 2 would be 10, 12, so on and so forth. It'll still be an even number, but it might be odd enough that you can get yourself healed to 1. I know what I'm trying to say, I'm just not good at saying it. Anyway, that was our second foray into the updated Our Darker Purpose. I'm backseat gaming on a different game that she's playing. Anyway, so yeah, shoo. Anyway, so that was that. I hope that you guys are really enjoying these. I'm really having actually a bit of fun doing this. To which I almost got her to say "told you." Oh, she shook her head. No, not told you. You were trying to say something else. Timmy fall down the well? What? Okay. She says no, so Timmy's safe. Let's all be happy for that.
Oh.
Yay! Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. You might have thought that I was actually talking to try and talk, but it looks like I was just talking to get her to. Now, I'll see you all next time, and the next time I'll probably have something that will jump in my lap, like, at the most inopportune times. So if you hear me talk and then suddenly, or you hear a meow, you'll know. Anyway, thanks for your time. I'll see you next.